So, was Masters of the Universe any good? I want you to imagine what a He-Man movie looks like. I'll give you a second. It is exactly that. It is so corny and so silly that I don't actually know what to make of it. Hello there people, my name is Amaz and I have just seen Masters of the Universe. So if you didn't know, it's a He-Man movie reboot. I haven't seen the original cartoon, it was way past my time, so I can't really say if it's faithful to it. And I have to give credit where it's due. It didn't take itself seriously at all, because if it did, it would have been terrible. I'm already pretty split on what I think of the movie. Maybe I'll be able to make up my mind by the time I finish writing this review. Now, the good, I thought Skeletor was amazing. He stole the scene every time he was on screen. Like, he was just cartoonishly evil, and he was even aware of that. It just gave him more personality than He-Man, in my opinion. I'm not sure if he's like that in the cartoon, but that was pretty entertaining. It's a shame that I found out he was played by Jared Leto the entire time, but luckily we don't have to see his face. The fight scenes towards the end were good. Yes, it can be very silly, but the 1v1 at the end between Skeletor and He-Man really stood out. Like, there's this moment when He-Man is giving Skeletor a pummeling, but it switches between slow motion and real time, and that just looks so cool watching it. The film is also pretty funny. The bit that really got a laugh out of me was the HR scenes. So before finding the sword, He-Man is working in HR for this random company, and it was just him doing the most typical pointless HR nonsense and being miserable doing it. Because working in the corporate world, I personally get it. Like, I am him in that moment. I also like how he has his pronouns on his nameplate because, well, He-Man. It has a lot of innuendos that the parents will understand. There's a lot of air quotes fisting and give them head. They got a chuckle out of me. And honestly, the humor might be the best part of the film. The world just looked great. It has bright colors with different environments. It looked really unique. Castle Grayskull is the most villain looking castle I have ever seen, but it's somehow He-Man's home. Like, everything around it looks like the stereotypical fancy city that the protagonist lives in. But slap bang in the middle is this grey, scary looking castle shaped like a skull with sharp teeth. Am I the only one that thinks this looks out of place? But it is what it is. I quite liked how it was a blend between fantasy and sci-fi. It had sorceresses and talking tigers, and it meshed really well with battle robots and spaceship chase sequences. You can see why that it did so well as a cartoon back in the day. In terms of what I didn't like, I thought everything before him getting the sword and transforming for the first time, except the HR scenes, was a bit crap. Crap might be a bit harsh, but it was getting boring. I thought it went on for far too long. I was even looking at my watch, seeing how much time went on. But after that, it was much better. Overall, it was fine, nothing special really. It's very surface level, but if you take the kids out, then I think you'd have a good time. And I say this as someone who has no attachment to the original cartoon and toys back then. But if you do, then I think you would like it. And I would recommend that you check it out if that's the case. But if not, maybe wait until it's on streaming. If I had to give it a rating, it would be a 6 or 6.5 out of 10. Even though I thought it was fine, I don't think I was the demographic for it. The IP just wasn't for me. But anyway, if you like my review, please leave a like and subscribe. That would greatly be appreciated. And I shall see you next time. And peace.